Hi, Cheryl Rose, coming to you to say I'm talking about the Nile Rodgers effect. Nile Rodgers effect. I've got my tam on. It's not what you wear, but something similar. I'm talking about the people that are coming on the show this coming week, okay? But I also want to send out the Nile Rodgers effect is what I'm calling it. The music that Mr. Nile Rodgers has graced us with his acceptance of this show and his devotion to his music and his creativity, I have put out there for all of you for special reasons. And the Nile Rodgers effect, and I was at the concert the other night at the Hammerstein Ballroom. If you saw me dancing on stage, you remember me. Fabuloso! I've had the time of my life. And I have to tell you, I thank you all for writing in so much. I can only tell the man, a little bit here and there, but he knows that what's happening is an explosion of people's emotions starting to change for the better through, oh, that's rock, I'm sorry, through music. And, my hat, I have it on this way so that you may remember that this is the Nile Rodgers effect. People have listened to the music that I have uploaded on my playlist and on Twitter and told another person and another person and another person. Remember when I did Curtis Mayfield and McDonald Man was famous for a couple weeks? McDonald Man's good. He did check in just to let you all know. He follows the channel. He's doing well. But the Nile Rodgers effect is something that I have never seen in my life. The abundance of such quick overturn of people so appreciative of you, Nile, and your music, and of this person who's in this world for more reasons than I think he even knows at this particular moment. But he is graced our channel, and he shall always be on this channel in any way, shape, or form. Maybe one day he'll even be on an interview. You never know what's going to happen on the Cheryl Rose show channel. Who knows what it's going to be? But for right now, we're discussing how many people have written in to me. And please hit like, subscribe with a thumbs up because I got to stay on this channel, guys. A lot of people don't want to hit subscribe because they think that their name's going to be out there. It's all anonymous. However, keep me bringing Nile's music playing for you. So when you're done listening to what I have to say, you go to my playlist and you can have the time of your lives and you can open up your brains and enjoy the music, dance, sing, have fun, but also understand the song's meanings, the words. You've written in with such profound gratitude. I thank you all for that. And this goes out to you, Nile. I love. Namaste. And more. And the way people change other people's worlds is by telling them this is how we're changing each other's world. We have to help each other become better people. This show is about variety, comedy, music, spirituality, the tarot, the occult, how we are clairvoyant. We can talk about it all. We stop it at that. We enjoy manifestation of abundance, of health, learning how to be better people. But with music is like healing the soul. It resonates from within and without. You can feel the vibration. You're singing in your head. And you have got to understand, folks, if you don't know who Mr. Nile Rodgers is, I seriously am sorry for you. Wikipedia, Google, or you can listen to the people who have written in. A lot of them get deleted over time because there's so many. One falls onto the other. You know how the computer goes. So it can only hold so much. But people have, their lives are starting to change. They've gotten up out of the bed. Wow, they've gotten up out of bed. That's amazing. Step one, regaining their lives. Thank you. And more. I could go into detail and I could be here for the next 5 years. That would be nice, right? But the hat would get kind of old. And the candle would burn out. But the music's going to go on longer than that. And if you're a Studio 54 person, I used to go and dance, dance, dance. And I got lucky because he's on our show. And his music has helped so many people in such a short period of time. So it's entitled The NILE RODGERS Effect on our show. So we dedicate this to you, NILE. May you continue creating in any way, shape, or form that you feel is best. Because all creation and artists get up and out and are rejuvenated. Those who are going through this retrograde, and it is a tough one. No doubt. Get your boxing gloves on. Hey, Muhammad Ali. You know, this is a tough retrograde planetary aspects. We're going to have our astrologer, Patrick Arundel from the UK, coming in. But I'm just going to say, the planetary aspects that we're going through with this retrograde are wreaking havoc on people's lives, emotionally, physically, mentally. And how do we escape and cope? That's what I'm here to help you with. You know, with the cards are one thing, zodiacs are another thing. But what I bring to you is variety so that you can cope. Now, Roger's music, brought in at the right time, is continually helping so many people get through these rough patches. A lot of people can't get through rough patches sometimes so easily in retrograde, or when their planetary aspects don't sort of jive with, let's just say a lot of people are doing a lot better. And I'm so glad, so happy for that, and I'm proud. And I can't take the hat off because if I take the hat off, I'm going to ruin my hair, and then it's all over with. So now you get the hat the whole day. Now, for the week coming up, we've got superstars galore. We haven't got the studio yet, but who cares? We're here. We make do with what we have. Now, we've got Patrick Arundel coming in, and he's going to grace us with his gorgeous accent and his knowledge of planetary aspects and astrology, especially for this big Taurus full moon coming up. And that's going to be a toughie too. So, hang on in here. Private readings are the best. I can help you deeply and personally. However, but I'm on this particular forum to let you know that these people are coming towards you, and I want you to fall back onto them. Not just me, because I do know astrology, but not like Patrick does. I mean, he's got years and years and years of devotion towards this, and he is psychic as well, and he's got a heart of gold. And I have a lot of friends in the UK. Julie Poole, props to you. Healer, you need some healing. UK, I've got lots of friends there, lots of clientele. Okay, let's go up and tell you the next people coming in. We've got some clients of mine who have their own businesses now, and they didn't have it when they first met me. So, we're going to surprise you with that, and they're going to tell you how happy they are being in their own business and how they did it, and their positive attitude. And they do dance, 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 and they are lucky, 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 and they are listening to NILE. They've got the NILE effect. I mean, really, you got to write a song about yourself, NILE. Or maybe me, who knows? Let's get to more people who are coming. We have the unknown comedian. That person will not tell us their name. Their comedy is unknown. That's all I can say. And that person is hysterical. So that unknown comedian will be here to make you laugh. And sometimes I have to interview them with the microphone, so I might not be home here. I might be someplace else. You never know where I'm going to show up. Then we go on. Let's go up to Canada and say hi to some of our friends there. Ah, the Madam Phoenix. She is on Etsy. Everybody knows what Etsy is. It's a place that you can sell your own products. And she is up there in Toronto, the Madam Phoenix. Look her up on Etsy. She sells some wonderful handmade products that are spiritual and for the betterment of all of us. And it's magic. Magic, I tell you. So we're saying utilize Etsy and go and talk to the Madam Phoenix. And she has a lot of nice things. Christmas is on the way, Hanukkah, all the other holidays I might not even know about. I just showed up today, not with a dictionary. I do everything impromptu. There's no script. Let's go and say hi to my friend Brenda Tarot. Brenda Tarot, how are you? Please utilize Brenda. She's a good friend and a wonderful clairvoyant, psychic, medium, reader, and she has a lot of knowledge, and I give props to her too, and a lot of other people I will start highlighting. Another person on Etsy, YWAH. That's the company name. Yiwa! They make feng shui products, and they deliver. They're on Etsy. Now, to make handmade feng shui products, you have to have a lot of talent. You have to have a lot of patience to make things of that nature. And I'm going to do some feng shui demonstrations for you when some of their products arrive here. And when Madam Phoenix's stuff arrives, I'll show you. I might not be able to spray stuff on with the camera here, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Soaps, things that smell nice. These are the people that, when I say we're going to work spiritually and we're going to manifest better health, you might want to get a candle from these people. Okay? You might want to start feng shuiing your house, figuring out what is the best corner for health, wealth, career. Oh yeah, we're going to do all that. Cheryl Rose knows. Humbly I say. Let's see who else is going to come. Well, we won't have Trump here, I can tell you. He's busy. But we will have some other special guests, and they are surprises. So I can only tell you a few things. So the variety show has taken off, but the people who are coming on, we can look forward in the future. Holistic healers, people who cook good food. Maybe we're going to go on a food demonstration tour. Who knows? Or maybe they're going to cook right here in front of the camera. We'll see what happens. Maybe they're going to cook here in front of the camera. I don't know. However, I thank you. Have a wonderful evening or day, depending on where you are in the world. And NILE RODGERS, my hat's off to you as best I can. And yes, it was great dancing on stage with you. And what a pleasure. All the people that I met there, I hope you all remember me. There was a very nice man wearing a nice jacket, and he had a yellow carnation in his lapel. And I asked him, "Will you lift me up on stage, please?" And he said, "Yeah, sure." Well, I got up there on this 7-foot platform with his help, and I forgot his name. I think his name is Richard, but thank you, Richard. You have my card. Call. Don't be a stranger. A lot of other people I've met. Mr. John Baker. I love your hair. We're going to see some of him, I think, too. We're going to have lots of more interesting people coming on. But you know what? I know we're all dying to just see one card for each sign. But, I am going to do a collective for the whole zodiac. So I'm just going to read what I see coming up for the rest of the week. Okay, with these planetary aspects, it's very difficult with the time that I have here, limited. Unless you hit like, subscribe. They only give you what's dropping out here. The spirit's jumping up and down. Well, something in 3 days, we're going to have some surprises. I can tell you right now, people. Water signs, hang in there. Air signs are doing all right. And fire signs seem to have it a little difficult. Call me or email me. Cheryl Rose, that's CHERYLROSE 1966 @gmail.com. It's on the About section as well. You'll see my disclaimer says I'm not responsible for your tush. And my copyright. All right, Scorpio, hang in there, Scorpio. I know someone who has a birthday coming up that I'm feeling melancholy. I feel a lot of people. I'm feeling very melancholy here. This is a retrograde and planetary aspect that hasn't happened in years. Patrick will tell us about that. I'm saying 200 years these planets have not been in this alignment. So 200 years ago was like the Revolutionary War, if I'm right. I hope I'm right. Who cares? My history teacher's probably... I was a good student, but I was studying other things. Stock market seems to be flourishing. All you Wall Street... I tell you, Wall Street, keep on going. I told you to sharpen those pencils. I call it walking on Wall Street way. Everything seems to be just fine in that particular department. It's the emotional department that we have to watch ourselves. So you have tools now on my channel to go to. Manifesting, the karma. Granted, some of them came out when I started off with the camera. Got started with the camera. If I could get started with the camera, I know nothing about computers except, how do I turn it off? Please, it's here. I manifested that all this would happen. Utilize the skills I've given you so far if you're having a difficult time. Manifesting, the meditations, chakra balancing, all that stuff you should be doing every day. And then you will slide right through and appreciate the now, even though the now might be a little rocky-rolly. And that's what life's about, because change has to be made. Sometimes it is rocky-rolly. Earthquakes come and it creates a new landscape. We don't want an earthquake. It's an analogy for those who write in and think I say things seriously when I joke. No earthquake. For those who would like to come out of the closet, now would be a great time to do so. Good for you. And for those who need 12-step programs, get your asses back there and start saying, hello, my name is, or whatever the heck you guys say in there. Because I see we need to get some remedial help. This is what the cards are saying from Spirit today. But we have another reminder. My hat tells you what? The NILE RODGERS effect. Listen to the songs. Listen to the music. Study what he has created and how much he has created. Co-created. Produced. Not just a few songs. A multitude that I can't even, at this particular moment in time, count. Maybe the hairs on my head right now doubled and tripled. But why don't you Google if you are interested? Because those who have called in that want to take lessons and play piano. That's so wonderful. Now they're learning to play instruments. Even if one kid came in and said he'd like to play the tambourine. Go and bang that tambourine, baby doll. Bang the tambourine and dance. That's what it's all about. Those songs are written for many, many reasons, and if you listen carefully, you'll understand. The Studio 54 era was a lot different than it is right now. However, if you look for Ian Schrager, I'm sure he can give you some pearls of wisdom, maybe if he remembers. Ian, sweet man. Well, that's been just my announcement for the week, the lineup, and my thanks to Mr. NILE RODGERS. And continue, people, listening. And thank you, NILE, for your support of this show and your ability to create and continue to create and continue doing it. Manifestations, okay? And everybody remember, yesterday's a canceled check. Tomorrow's a promissory note. Today is cash in hand. Make sure you spend that cash wisely, because that's all you got is today. But have a beautiful tomorrow. See you soon.